Hello everybody, so I just got done doing the comparison of the sealers for the crystal art. Now what I need to do is try to make, I say try to because last box I couldn't get done and I had to give up. It wasn't from the last kit, it was the last box I tried to do. It was the gingerbread man, which I'm almost positive I made one, and I don't know why I wasn't able to this time, and it really bothers me. So I'm really kind of hoping that I'm not going to have any trouble with this one. And we are going to, let me see what we have here, because gold, silver, how many of the white? One. That's not what I want. I do have the green, two of the green. I'm gonna grab some white here, and my space is kind of limited right now because I've got the cards over here sitting, drying, getting dry, and I don't want to mess those up until after we're done. So let's do let's just get started. Let me cover up my jars. Close that up. I did open it to get the paintbrush out that I've been using for this, for the glues. So that's why it was open, for sure. Okay, so we're gonna make a box. We're gonna use the white paper again. It's a good, nice, solid cardstock from Crafter's Companion. I've never had trouble with it, but of course last time there seemed to be a problem. I don't know why, but there just did seem to be some. Well, no, it was in the box making itself, the forming. No resin, it was probably all me. I can say all I want, but the biggest chance is that it was pretty much just me. My fault for something I was missing or whatever, but let's pull the instructions because I ain't gonna mess around with this. We're just gonna, I do have somewhere to be and I need to leave in like an hour. So I'm really hoping that this is not one of those that takes forever. Okay, one. We need two of the bases and two of the lids. You know what that means. That means that I'm going to double up my paper. Now, if it doesn't look like I need the whole sheet, then I'll cut one in half and do it that way. But I've got two of those. And two of those. So we're going to have it on two. And then it looks like 6 other sides, 7 of those, 6 of those, 6 trees. So 6 of the other stuff. Which means it has to run through 3 times. I you know, chances are the tree is not going to be in the white. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. So there's that one and this one. Right now I'm just worrying about the box, not the tree. And that way, if I don't get done, I can do the start from the tree. When I get back, it's hot in here. This room does not get very much. 1, 2, but what is that other weird looking one? Drawer. Well, we don't want to do the drawer right now because we sure don't have that kind of time. So we need the lid side, which, how do we know? This must be the lid, this little one here. Okay. These never want to come out of here, and I have got to figure out a way to store these. I like the thought of, and then the base. But how do we know which one is the base? I'm going to say it's this one just because, see the corner here in the picture? It's got that little, this looks more like that. So we need 6 of those, 6 of those. We need the tree supports, 6 of those. So we're going to do this 3 times, except for these are only going to go 1 time. The others are going to go 3 times. And then, let's see, the tree will be separate. And any decorations will be separate also. They don't show us needing to use the outer die, just the inner die, so I'm not, oh my goodness, going to worry about that too much. And we're not decorating anything this time around until we do the decoration. Right now we're just gonna do, uh-oh, look at what it did. That is supposed to come off. That is not supposed to be on there. So, see, I really want to leave them here so I don't lose them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave them in there. And they just need to run through. After this time, 1 more time. But I'm leaving my pieces in there so I don't lose them. Okay, 1 more time. Here. I don't know why I'm even sweating it. I got all this space on this paper, but, you know, you can save paper, save paper. This is supposed to be put together in some way, but I really don't understand yet. I just know it's supposed to be. Maybe not. Okay. So far, so good. I'm gonna dies over here. I just want to get the boxes put together. Since I had such a bad time last time. It didn't even happen. It just ended up being a no. I couldn't do it. And no reason to stress ourselves out, right? Because it's just paper. And if it doesn't work, we move on. Even though I was doing it for a video for y'all and wanted it to turn out so good, because what I was wanting to do was, you know, have some paper ornaments. I'm thinking about doing the paper ornament tree, honestly, so that's kind of what I was thinking, was it would be nice to have some of those just glued shut and use them like a paper ornament, you know. What do you think? Am I crazy for thinking about doing a tree that's just all paper ornaments? I don't know. I do not know. I'll have to see. Of course, the lights would not be paper. I don't know. Just something to think about. And what, like, do they have to be paper, or do they just have to be homemade? You know, what if I wanted to do, you know, flannel? Would that be acceptable? You know, I'd have to figure out all that stuff, or just do it. Maybe the answer is don't worry about it. Just go with it, and what happens, happens, right? I don't know. My thing is, when I set boundaries for myself, I tend to do better than if I tell myself just go for it. Like I can say, okay, obviously the structure of the tree needs to be stronger, and paper is not going to do it. And obviously I need lights, and paper's not going to do that. But everything else really actually could be paper. So that's the question. I think that's what I'll do. If I just say has to be paper, except for the lights. And do I restrict myself on on the decorations. I don't think so. I think I tell myself, however I want to decorate that paper as an ornament is acceptable. Right? I think that might be what I do. I only have one tree. I only do one tree. So what I might do is go look for a cheap pre-lit one. Doesn't have to be real big or nothing, obviously. I don't have that many paper ornaments anyways. But I wouldn't get it too big, and then it would just go in the back room. Den, or whatever you want to call it. I call it the back room. We have the front room, we have the back room. Okay, so now we're doing just the one layer with the lid and the tree. So of course we need the lid needs to be on the top, and it needs to be just a little bit bigger. So there it is, just a little bit bigger. Make sure this one is also just a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, that's the lid. This is the bottom. So now I'm going to take the bottom and the bigger pieces and fold them and glue them on one by one. And I'm going to do it. Okay. Maybe I should do this. No, this one looks good too. Okay. I'm going to put the glue here. My pen's not in it. Oh, good. It looks like I just took it out. Making myself nervous. Okay, and I'm going to put glue here. Okay. And I'm going to put it underneath. And right there. Right. Sort of before, but at the score line. If that makes sense. It's at the score line, but a little bit before, so that I'm not interrupting with the fold of the score line. If that makes sense. See the score line? See how I need to be able to fold it? That's what I'm doing. Okay. See that? All right. I'm going to do all 6 of these, just like they did here. And these ends need to all be on the same side. So, right at the score mark, but right where it doesn't interfere with it folding over. I was too far over that way. So I needed to come back this way. Don't try lining it up with your other piece. Line it up with this piece. See, that was what I did. And that was not right. So, okay. And this box is a pretty simple one. Thank goodness. That's what I needed, right? It was a pretty simple box because to that last one. If you didn't see it, go back. It's the gingerbread box from the Tonic craft kit. I think the kit was, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it was last year's, but might not have been. Could have been any of them. Oh, this is a little bit not in quite enough, but let's just keep our fingers crossed. Look at that. That needs to cut. We do not need extra. What's the word? Bulk. We do not need extra bulk. This needs trimmed here. Okay. I wish they would give us a fold on the top so that we could make our tops nice and smooth and folded into. I would love that so much. Okay. Okay. All right. 2 more. I'm gonna have to quit doing the cutting 2 at a time. Maybe that's where. But there was nothing wrong with the pieces. They just did not want to go together. Either I was just messing up, or the glue was not holding well, or the paper was too thick. It was something. But I could not tell you what. See, I like these already folded. I can come back out, but I don't want to have to worry about folding them later on. All right, one more. Okay, glue. This room, if you remember from before, I have said about this room. This room is way back in the back of the house, and it gets no air, no heat, no air in the summer, no heat in the winter, and it's just always uncomfortable, and I just don't know. So I'm in here trying to do this right now. It's hot in here, and I don't have the window open, so I don't have the sun beating down on me or nothing. It's just hot in here. The door is shut because of the loudness from earlier. All right. It doesn't want to sit up there. Okay. So now I just need to glue these all together, and I have my bottom. So I'm gonna get my clips because I can this time. Love these from Jane, right? Oh my gosh. So cute. Just make sure you got it lined up right. Before you clip it, because if you're moving on, you're not paying attention to how you have it right. So if you're holding it, you might be looking and paying attention and seeing that it's not on there quite right. But if you're clipping it, that means you're moving on and you're going to the next step. If you're doing that, you're not looking and seeing that for some reason it isn't lined up properly. And I always have to make adjustments. The thing about the Nouveau glue, and that's what I put in here, is it's quick. It catches quick. And I love that. Because you don't feel like you have to hold everything forever. Right? Okay. See, make that little adjustment because when I come back, that's how it's going to be. Okay. Now we got this on the bottom. That's what we're going to do with this. It's going to come here and cover it up. So, but I'm putting on both of them the good die cut looking, where it looks pretty from the die, is going to be on the outside. So you can pay attention. You don't have to. It's not that important, but it's just one of those little details. A lot of times I forget. And then later on I'll be looking and be like, oh, I didn't do that. Man, I hope I didn't just make the lid, make it long. I don't know what made me think, am I making the wrong thing? Let me look. Oh no, good. Okay, so now I'm making the lid and you can see it doesn't have a special mark, but you can still tell the difference. So just gonna do same thing. Fold. Okay, so, sorry about that. I don't know what I was just into just getting these done. Fold them, score them. Fold them, score them. I don't know. Kind of spaced for a minute, I guess. I'm sorry. And I don't edit my videos, so it's gonna have to be in there. Sorry. Now with this one, as far as doing that stuff, like with that, it's so small. But I'll do it so I don't have to hold it. And we can go back and look at that one. These are all a little bit closer. It feels that way anyways. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's probably not. It's probably the same, but it just feels that way. I'm curious about these tree supports because they're going to get that tree to stand on top of the box. So getting something that goes like that to something that goes like that, it's not going to lay. It needs to stand on it. That's the issue, is it needs to stand on it like that. And that might be a little difficult. Is everybody ready for Thanksgiving? I am not. I don't even really know what we're doing. We were trying to decide if we were going to go out of town. We would not have been flying. We would have been driving. We knew better than that. As soon as we heard government might shut down, we said, well, we know we're not going to do that. So we don't have to worry. We were going to drive. And we would have plenty of time for that too. So now I'm going to put a little glue. I'm going to come back here, kind of where I started. Put some glue on here. Line those up. Get a clip on it. This is going to be a little bit harder because they're smaller. Okay, there's one. Another one off of here. Yeah, take one off of there. So I can try, and that doesn't work. It needs to be on there. So I'll hold it for a second, and then we would have been driving. So I'll hold this for a second and put this on there. I'm thinking that I'm trying to hurry too much because I know I need to be leaving pretty soon. And trying to hurry too much, it's going to end up taking me longer because I'm trying to hurry. Right? Do you all ever do that? Anyways, we would have been driving 2 days, staying there 5, and driving back 2 days. But it would have been a nice drive. Sometimes I don't have it put on right, and it's not gonna line up where it's supposed to. But I think this box is gonna be forgiving enough that it's not gonna matter. You think I forgot? Huh? I haven't forgot. I remember. I have not forgot. I've thought about it several times, but I have not forgot. And for those of you that don't know what I forgot, you know in a minute. But I know some of you were going, Lori's forgotten about that. Why? Because I do it. Because I do that stuff. But this time I did not. We're going to use the little ladybug and hope she's good luck. Because we're going to have to check to see if this fits perfectly. Okay, this was what people probably thought I forgot. Even though I did not forget. So I'm going to stick some glue down there. Because I want to make sure that sticks. I'm going to find the nice side and make sure that's the side that's going to be out. And I'm going to put the glue on the other side. The glue is on the piece that's going to go on the inside. Okay. Okay. Now these, I guess, we leave them alone until we figure out how they're going to work with the tree. Because it shows it with the tree and glue. And then they're putting the tree in. So, we're not doing nothing with these yet, but you can see they fold and fold. I think that's the trunk. And then this must go on the lid. I would bet. I don't think it's going to do that. Well, it might. I don't know yet. We'll have to figure it out. But for now, let's see if this is going to fit on the box. And then we can come back tomorrow and do some decorating. And ta-da! If it's beautiful. I love this box, just like this. My goodness, it fits beautiful. It is like so perfect. Yep. This beautiful, beautiful. I love the box. I love it. That's why I like this white paper, because it's sturdy. Then it makes a nice sturdy box. Hear that? I mean, I love it. Now you can make this with a drawer. I don't know wouldn't make it with a drawer myself. I don't think it's... It's just not big enough. They're making something. One layer with a drawer. That's got to be the drawer that fits inside there, so it's going to be tiny. I'm not making it with a drawer. If you want to, you're just going to have to find somebody else's video, because I think it's just going to be too small to have a drawer. I mean, let me pick it up and show you. It's just so small, right? Like, that is 2 inches. So the drawer would be 2 inches wide. I mean, you could, but I don't know. Just leave it a box. Now, I guess if you're leaving the tree, I guess if you're having a tree on top, then it makes more sense to have a drawer, because otherwise you would have to move that tree every time. So, okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. All right, everybody. I don't know. I'm going to try to get this up today, and then see if this glue is dried good enough to do another video. All right, everybody. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now. Everybody have a blessed day.